जय जय रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम। जय जय रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम। सीताराम जय सीताराम, हे दुख भंजन तुम्हें प्रणाम। जय रघुनंदन जय सिया राम, हे दुख भंजन तुम्हें प्रणाम। जय जय रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम। सीताराम जय सीताराम, भज प्यारे तू सीताराम। सीताराम 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 जय सीताराम। सीताराम जय सीताराम, भज प्यारे तू सीताराम। हे रघुनंदन जय सिया राम, हे दुख भंजन तुम्हें प्रणाम। रघुनंदन प्राण प्रीते तुम, श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय राम जय 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 श्री सीताराम।
The buttress, Surya buttress. We are going to do a namaskar to Surya Narayana now because today is Makar Sankranti, and before I start I would like to do namaskar to the sun because today is a very, very, very special day, and we ask that Lord Surya Narayana should bless each and every one of us. We start with the prayer first. क्या हुआ? Lost it. If you like to stand up, you may do so, or if you sit down, that's fine. Yan mandalang dipjak. I would like you all to stand. Those who like to do the prayer to the Lord's Son, I would like you to stand up because this gentleman has lost everything. So, first of all, we do prayers unto him. Oh, yan mandalang dip. Te karang vishalam ratang prabalte prabhadadi rupam dharidya dukh chaikarananja puratumav tat savitur varenyam. You may bow every time I do it. Om Yanmandalang Devagadai Supujitang Viprestutang Bhavani Mukti Kovidam Tam Deva Devam Pranamami Suryam Puratumam Tat Savitur Varenyam Yanmandalam Jnana Ghanang Tvagamyam Trailokya Pujam Triguratma Rupam Savasta Tejo Maya Divya Rupam Puratumam Tat Savitur Varenyam Yanmandalam Vyadi Vinashadaksham Yatrikya Yusavasu Sampragitam Prakashitam Yencha Bhurbhavasva Puratumam Tat Savitur Varenyam Yanmandalang Veda Vido Vadante Gayati Yacharana Siddha Sangha Yajogino Yog Jushagna Sandhya Puratumam Tat Savitur Varenyam Yanmandalang Sarvajaneshu Puja Chang Jyotis Chakuyadi Amartya Loke Yatkala Kalp Chaikaranancha Puratumam Tat Savitur Varenyam Swam Yanmandalang Vishwasujang Prasiddha Sudmutya Patikraksha Pralaya Palagamyam Yasmin Jaya Sankalixta Puratumam Tat Savitur Varenyam Yanmandalang Sarvakatasya Vishnu Atma Parang Dhamma Vishuddha Tattvam Sukshmanataira Purapurat Puratumam Tat Savitur Varenyam Yanmandalang Veda Vido Vadante Gayati Yacharana Siddha Sangha Yanmandalang Sukshmatarai Gopayara Yanmandalang Veda Vido Vadante Gayati Yacharana Siddha Sangha Yanmandalang Veda Vidasmarante Puratumam Tat Savitur Varenyam Yanmandalang Veda Vido Sagitam Yadyoginang Yogam Yathanugamyam Tat Sarva Vedam Pranamami Suryam Puratumam Tat Savitur Varenyam. You may sit down now. Om Bhurbhuva Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Devahi Yo Yo Naf Prachodayate. Again, Om Bhurbhuva Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Devahi Yo Naf Prachodayate. Mentally, you prostrate to Lord Surya by saying Om Mitraya Namaha.
Om Mitraya Namaha.
Om Ravaye Namaha.
Om Ravaye Namaha.
Om Suryaya Namaha.
Om Suryaya Namaha.
Om Bhanave Namaha.
Om Bhanave Namaha.
Om Khagaya Namaha.
Om Khagaya Namaha.
Om Pushne Namaha.
Om Pushne Namaha.
Om Hiranyagarbhaya Namaha.
Om Hiranyagarbhaya Namaha.
Om Marichiye Namaha.
Om Marichiye Namaha.
Om Adityaya Namaha.
Om Adityaya Namaha.
Om Savitre Namaha.
Om Savitre Namaha.
Om Arkaya Namaha.
Om Arkaya Namaha.
Om Bhaskaraya Namaha.
Om Bhaskaraya
अब लोग सब लोग बैठ जाएंगे पहले थोड़ी देर बैठ जाइए प्लीज ओके let's repeat it again now you may look at the meaning of the mantra Om Mitraya Namaha
Om Mitraya Namaha
Om Ravaye Namaha
Om Ravaye Namaha
Om Suryaya Namaha
Om Suryaya Namaha.
Activity means the one who gives energy. Om Bhanave Namaha.
Om Bhanave Namaha.
The one who illuminates, makes us knowledgeable. Om Khagaya Namaha.
Om Khagaya Namaha.
Om Pushne Namaha.
Om Pushne Namaha.
Om Hiranyagarbhaya Namaha.
Om Hiranyagarbhaya Namaha.
Om Marichye Namaha.
Om Marichye Namaha.
Om Adityaya Namaha.
Om Adityaya Namaha.
Om Savitre Namaha.
Om Savitre Namaha.
Om Arkaya Namaha.
Om Arkaya Namaha.
Om Bhaskaraya Namaha.
Om Bhaskaraya Namaha.
Om Japa Kusuma Samkasham
Om Japa Kusuma Sankasham
Kashapeya Mahadutim
Kashapeya Mahadyutim
Tabori Sarva Papakdam
Tapuri Sarva Papagnam
Pranatosmi Divakaram
Pranatosmi Divakaram
Om Japa Kusuma Samkasham
Om Japa Kusuma Sankasham
Kashapeya Mahadutim
Kashapeya Mahadutim
Tabori Sarva Papakdam
Tamori Sarva Papagnam
Pranatosmi Divakaram
Pranatosmi Divakaram
Adideva Namastubhyam
Adideva Namastubhyam
Prasida Mama Bhaskara
Prasida Mama Bhaskara
Divakara Namastubhyam
Divakara Namastubhyam
Prabhakar Namostute
Prabhakar Namostute
We'd like to join with us as we start our satsang this morning. We pray to Bhagwan. Today is a very, very special day. I'll talk more about it as we do a small little dhun to get our minds organized with all the difficulties that we have out there. Loka viramam ranarangadiram rajivanetam raghuvarsanatam karunyarupam karunakarantam Shri Ramachandram Sharanam Prapadye
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama
Shri Rama Jai Ram Jaya Jaya Rama Shri Rama Shri Guru Charana Saroja Raja Nijamana Mukura Sudhar Varanau Raghavara Vimala Jasu Jodayak Palajar Buddhi Natanu Janike Suvirau Pavada Kumar Balapuri Vidya Dehu Mohi Harahu Kalesha Vikar Mangala Bhavana Amangala Hari
Mangala Bhavana Amangala Hari
Rama Lakshmana Sita Sayita Hridaya Vasava Surabho.
Raja Ram 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 Sita Ram 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 Raja Ram 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 Sita Ram Ram Ram
Raja Rama Rama Rama
Sita Ram Ram Ram
Raja Rama Rama Rama
Sita Ram 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 Raja Sita Ram Ram Ram
So today is the beautiful day of Makar Sankranti. This is when the sun travels from Dhanu Rasi to Makar Rasi, and is it traveling from the zodiac of Capricorn, it's coming from. And the history and importance of Makar Sankranti, it signifies you can read it up on the board there. It signifies the transition of the sun towards the northern hemisphere. But beyond its astronomical roots, etc., it has a very spiritual significance, because this is a time when the worship of the sun comes into focus. And what the sun signifies is a period towards enlightenment. There are two suns. There's the physical sun, and there is the spiritual sun. We who are from the West Indies, Hindus from the West Indies, who I can speak for, since I am from the West Indies, is, as I said last week, we get up and we give what is called, we call it water to the sun. You all know that? Everybody, all Hindus who know that time. You put the water in a copper vessel, because the copper has its own electromagnetic power, and you give arghya to the sun, because you're telling the sun that, "O sun, you are the giver of all energy, you are the giver of all light." And if you look into the Atharva Veda, there's a quotation from the Rig Veda, first of all, that in the beginning there arose the golden child. This is from Rig Veda. As soon as born, he alone was the Lord of all, he who gives breath, he who gives strength, whose command all the bright gods revere, whose shadow is death. He who through his might became the sole king of breathing and the twinkling world, who governs all man and beast. This is Lord Sun. This is one quotation from Rig Veda. That is why when we get up in the morning, we give arghya to the sun an hour after it rises. An hour after it rises, you give arghya to the sun. And you say to the sun that, "May you enlighten me, may you give me all that is necessary." But besides that, the sun worship is, although it's a Vedic tradition and done by the people of the Vedic period for thousands of years ago, sun worship is done in China, in Japan, the Aztecs, the Mayans, the Incas, these are all, you all know, Indian civilizations. They all do worship unto the sun. It is said, and it's my belief, that all these Incas and Aztecs and so forth, and Mayans and so forth, they all were part of the Indian civilization many, many, many years ago. And then they tracked across the various parts of the world. And there they did worship unto the sun. So the sun worship is not only for Hindus. The sun worship was for everyone of this civilization. Even the Roman civilization had worshiping to the sun. The Phoenicians, all these people, they did sun worship. You have heard of places called Stonehenge? No? No one heard of Stonehenge? Where's Stonehenge? Huh? Not London, England, outside of London. And no one knows how these rocks were placed. And they've been there for thousands of years, and the rocks are not bound to one another. It has its own mystery. And they are sun worshippers who will go in the summer solstice, and especially in the summer solstice, which occurs on the 21st of June usually, and do worship unto the sun. So when people tell you that as a Hindu, oh, you're crazy to worship the sun, you tell them, no, you don't know the history of civilization. Go into the history of civilization, and you will see the benefit. The next Vedic mantra is from the Atharva Veda, and it says, there is a divine fire in the earth and in the plants. That fire is also in the human being. The waters carry the fire, and the same fire dwells in the rocks. So how does the water carry fire? You know, hydroelectricity power, where does it come from? It comes from?
Water.
From water. So if there was not fire in the water, they could be. You see what the Atharva Veda said? And these words were penned thousands of years ago. There's fire within human beings, as you know. While you are alive, you are warm. And when the fire leaves the body, they put fire upon you. The divine fire shines from heaven as the sun, and the divine fire extends the wide atmosphere through the wind. The next quotation, this is Mark Atwood, who wrote a book called The Ancient Path of the Sun. And he has said, this is the realm of Brahman. Imagine, Atwood was not a Hindu, but he studied the Vedas, and he studied also the power of Surya Narayana. The realm of Brahman, the absolute, the self-generated, and the Tao. You know about Taoism? Anyway, if I diverge and go to all these things, then we will finish tomorrow morning, and the lunch would not be served. The incomprehensible, immeasurable creator of all things. And the next one, even in the Upanishad, it is said, Ishavas is Upanishad. He it is who holds the cosmos together. So Lord Suryanarayan, around whom all planets rotate, he's in the center of it. All planets rotate in their own orbit. He is the power giver. And when Ramchandra Bhagavan, in Ramcharit Manas, a beautiful chaupai is there, just below Doha 43. It is said that in this month of Magh is a beautiful time to worship the sun. Today in India, if you go to the banks of Sangam, which I was fortunate to go many, many, many years ago, I did not even know it was Makar Sankranti. As a matter of fact, I did not know what Makar Sankranti was at that time. I went there, everyone was jumping into the river and doing, so I said, what is going on here? He said, Makar Sankranti. So I told you the story. So they said, you have to have the coconuts. So I told the guy, I have no coconut. He said, don't worry. Went down in the river, brought up a coconut. So I said, where you got the coconut from? He said, oh, they grow all about. I said, okay. So this is a beautiful chaupai from Ramcharit Manas. Magha Makara Gatarabi Jabahoi Magha Makara Gatarabi Jabahoi Tiratha Pataye Avasabako त्रिवेणी सादरमजये सकलय त्रिवेणी
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama
Maga Makara Katara Bija Bahoi Maga Makara Rabija Bahoi Tirata Pataye Awasabakoi Tirata Pataye Awasabakoi
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama
माघ के महीने में like now, this is the month of Magh. जब सूर्य मकर राशि में होते हैं, when Lord Surya has come into the tropic, it is into the Makar Rashi, तब लोग तीर्थराज प्रयाग जाते हैं. Then people go to Sangam, to all the great tirths. In Guyana and Trinidad, we usually go to the ocean on what date is again?
Makar Sankranti
Kartik Snan. We don't go to Makar Sankranti. This is something that we should, because I don't think that was embedded in us, in our foreparents when we left India. But this is a very, very important day. And when you go there and you do prayers unto the sun, you absorb the energy from the sun. It is said that you should be in the sunlight for at least half an hour every day. Like today. Can you be in the sun, not with coat on, without coat. So the sun can get onto your skin. Vitamin D, which you are told to take, and so many patients who come to my office and I do their blood work, most of them, their vitamin D is low. Most, 90%, their vitamin D is low. So you give them pill. I am not a believer of pills. So the best way of getting vitamin D is from the natural, from the sun. The sun, the rays of the sun, react with a special receptor on your skin, and it makes vitamin D. And that's the best vitamin D for you to take. Our forefathers, who used to work in the sun, we don't work in the sun anymore, we are too soft. So they used to work in the sun, and they were never ever short of vitamin D. They never used to have many flus. Influenza, I'm talking about flus. Flu then, you know flu? They didn't have flu, they didn't have cold. Every other person you see there, they got a tissue, blowing their nose and infecting you all the time. When they blow their nose right near to you, you know, as if the virus will stay in the little tissue that they have, and the tissue is already wet from previous, you know what. Anyhow, so the vitamin D gives you that, the sun gives you that type of vitamin D which energizes you. This is the power of the sun. This is why Hindus are saying that if you look at there's another quotation for the Prashna Upanishad, which said, the sun gives light and life to all who live. It is the prana of the universe. We are told that when we sit down to do meditation, the first thing we must do is do pranayama. That means to breathe in, because the first thing you do when you are born is what you do.
Breathe.
And the last thing you do before you go,
Take out breath.
this is the power of life. Prana, the power of life, that comes from the sun. The Gayatri mantra that we say, Bhur Bhuva Swa, Tat Savitur. Savitur is
Sun.
the sun. That Gayatri mantra is specific. It's called Surya Gayatri. Why? Because there are many other Gayatris. Today is the day to do the Surya Gayatri Japam. Today is the day to give the Argya, not today only, every day you should give Argya to the sun. And for those of us, if you believe, and I'm telling you, believe me, I know this for a fact. I'm not telling you what is in the book. I'm telling you what I experience. You give this water, have a tulsi plant in your home. There to where the sun, tulsi grows better in sunlight. Get it? So the sunlight gives that energy to tulsi, and tulsi is a good thing to keep in your home because it breathes out oxygen. Did you know that? It breathes out a lot of oxygen. And a lot of people use tulsi medicinally. Not in this country. In India and so forth, where there are a lot of respiratory illnesses at times. Tulsi is in their home. And the power of the sun on the tulsi leaves gives your whole, is like a cleansing in your home. You give water to the sun in the tulsi plant, and you say, Adideva namastubhyam, prasida mama bhaskara, divakara namastubhyam prabhakara namoste. Vishwamitra, when he took Ram and Lakshman with him, when he was going to destroy the Rakshas that were giving him a lot of trouble, the first thing he did to them, take them to the Ganga, had a bath, and then they did puja unto the sun. Believe me, we come to temple, we have all these murtis and so forth, beautiful murtis, etc. Fine. Let us say you don't have time to go to your place of worship. When you see the sun in the morning, you worship the sun. You just say, Om Suryaya Namah, nothing else. Om Suryaya Namah. And the power of that will go with you. Believe me, I did science. You might not believe, but I did some science. And I know the power that the sun gives to all of us. And we should know that the other quotation from the Isha Upanishad, all these are Vedic quotations I've given you, that the face of truth is hidden by your orb of gold, O sun. May you remove your orb so that I who adore the true may see the glory of the truth. There's nothing more truer than the sun. The sun shines on saints and saints and sinners alike. He does not say, because you don't give me water, I will not shine on you. We must take the example of the sun as a way of life for us, because he gives light and life everywhere. And when we do that, we'll always remember our Lord. The sun is there for us to remember, to jog, or when you're going, if you're driving and you are fortunate to see the sun, or if you get up in the morning, or if the sun shines in your bedroom as you get up in the morning, that should not happen. You should not be asleep when the sun rises. You should be awake before the sunlight comes, and there you give the water, or you give your mind to the sun. And you say unto him, Mere naina. Mere naina सावन भादो फिर भी मेरा मन प्यासा फिर भी मेरा मन प्यासा मेरे नैना सावन भादो फिर भी मेरा मन प्यासा। आप क्या करते भाई? फिर भी मेरा मन प्यासा। It is said, my eyes are filled with water, but yet my heart is thirsty. This is the thirst you must get for the worshipping of Bhagwan or worshipping of the sun. Mere naina सावन भादो फिर भी मेरा मन प्यासा फिर भी मेरा मन प्यासा। बात पुरानी है। पुरानी है एक कहानी है अब सोचो तुम्हें याद नहीं है अब सोचो नहीं भूले जाए देकर जो था एक दिलासा फिर भी मेरा मन प्यासा मेरे नैना
सावन भादो फिर भी मेरा मन प्यासा फिर भी मेरा मन प्यासा।
When you have that thirst for God, this is to tell you the thirst. Although you have all the waters of your body, your body consists of 70% of water, 75% of water. All that water we have, yet you say unto the Lord, I am so filled with water, yet I am thirsty. I am thirsty for what? I am thirsty for you. Nirmal mana jala so mohi pawa mohi ka pata jala chedana bhava.
निर्मल मन जन सो मोहि पावा मोहि कपट छिल चित्र न भावा।
Sri Ram Jai Jai Ram
ओ श्री राम जय जय रामा।
Tera bala mala jala so mohi pawa mohi ka pada jala chedana bhava.
श्री राम जय जय रामा। श्री राम जय राम।
And when you have that thirst for the Lord, then we will have what is called nirmalaman. We'll have a pure mind. A pure mind is not engaged in useless talk, useless chatting. A pure mind is a mind that is filled with ideas so that you can get good ideals out of your ideas. And that pure mind, that focus, comes from the worshipping of the sun. Believe me, my father used to tell me that. I believed him. And I was not very bright. Still, I'm not bright. And I could not, there's an exam called Senior Cambridge, which I don't think any of you know about, because that is for people who are old.
That would be me.
And unless you pass English, you can't pass that exam. You can get all the subjects distinction, but if you don't pass English, you can't pass the exam. And my English was very poor. Because I was living in the country, I am telling you my experience. Not to tell you that I'm any good, I'm telling you what happened to me. And I live in a place where no one spoke any grammar, where no one spoke any proper English sentence. It's all Abi and Ayu and so forth. Particularly Kram, he grew up in that area, but that's long before his time. So I could not write properly English. Maths, no problem. History, geography, all no problem. But when you come to the English, to write an essay was a problem. All I knew, I prayed to the sun every morning, and I don't know how it is, but I did pass the English. And from then on, of course, forget about what I did. But anyhow, that was, I am trying to tell you, focus. If there are any young people here, no matter what you are getting into, what business, what other job you want to get, whatever other venture you want to do in life, the sun is your friend. As Hindu boys, we used to be ashamed of giving water to the sun when you see somebody pass who does not believe, who is not a Sanatani, who don't believe in the sun. You'd be ashamed because they laugh at you. But those of us who persisted, it's beneficial. It's beneficial to all. Again, I want to reiterate, the sun worship is not for Hindus only. The Chinese, the Japanese, the Mayans, if you go to Peru, the Incas that built the Machu Picchu, all there. You'll see they talk about the seventh heaven, which is spoken about in the Vedas. All that is there. The Aztecs, they all worship the sun. This is our birthright. This is ours. And Sri Ram is of the solar race, and that is why this temple is going to be inaugurated in India, and we are hoping that this inauguration goes well, but at the moment it looks a little difficulty there. With that in mind, I would like to go into meditation. I would like you to sit as comfortable as possible. This meditation is to energize you in all the various chakras of your body. I would like, if anyone wants to leave, they may leave now, because I don't want to be disturbed during the next 10 minutes. If anyone would like to leave, they can leave now. Otherwise, please, you'll have to wait until, I would like you to wait until the meditation is finished. We breathe in and out slowly. And as you breathe, you look to the tip of your nostril. Because if your focus is at the tip of your nostril, your thoughts will be focused. Imagine the bright sun shining in your heart with all its power and all its glory, all its illumination, which illuminates your whole system. Look at him. Breathe in and out. Focus your energy in your perineum or your anal region. That is where the Muladhara chakra is. And you can contract that, your perineum, so to speak, and focus all your energy there, because that is the first chakra that has to be awakened. And you ask the sun and Lord Ganesha, who is the deity of that chakra, to bless you with that power to open up that chakra. And you do it, breathe in deeply, and then contracting that part of the perineum. Put all your energy there. For those of us who have problems with our hips, for those of us who have problems with our waist region, waist meaning W-A-I-S-T, the waist region, please focus your energy there as you arise to the other chakra, which is between the navel and the anus. Force your energy now to the navel region, that is near to the solar plexus. Take care of any digestive problem that you may have. Take care of any motility problem that you may have in the bowel. Focus your chakra, your energy there on that chakra. Then you raise the heart chakra. In the heart chakra, imagine the bright, brilliant rays of the sun there. And in the sun is seated your Lord, the Lord of the universe, called Brahman. He has no form. He has no shape. He has no gender. He has no name. That is the Lord of all beings. Focus your energy on that heart chakra. Ask Him to make your heart soft, gentle, peaceful, compassionate. Take away all the hardness from your heart. Take away all the anger from your heart. Take away all the hate from your heart. Focus your energy. Ask Bhagwan, help me, help me. Suryaya Namaha, Suryaya Namaha. Everyone, Suryaya Namaha, Om Suryaya Namaha. Then go into their throat chakra and ask that, Lord, allow my vocal cords only to open when good things I must say. Focus your energy on your throat area. Ask Saraswati to bless you, that you speak only good things. Saraswati namastubhyam Varade Kamarupade Vidya Arambam Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada. Then concentrate between your eyebrows in the center of your forehead. There is where it connects to the pineal gland, near to the hypothalamus, which regulates so many aspects of our body. Ask that the energy source there to keep you mentally, give mental acuity, mental sharpness. It's very important. We focus our energy there to keep us mentally sharp. And then 6 inches above the crown of your head, there resides 1,000-petaled lotus. You are asked to be part of that Brahman, part of the God who has given you this body, who has given you this apparatus called the human system. The apparatus which I still can't understand well. Ask Him to bless each and every one of us. But more than that, be grateful. Let your gratitude come forth. As you do, Om Shanti Om. I'm a peaceful soul. Om Shanti Om. I'm a peaceful soul. Tayambakam yajavahe Sugandhim pushtivaradhanam Urvarukaviva bandhanam Mrityor mukshiyamamritate Om Tayambakam yajavahe Sugandhim pushtivaradhanam Urvarukaviva bandhanam Mrityor mukshiyamamritate Asato ma sadgavaya Tamaso ma jyotirgavaya Mrityor maya mritavgavaya Om Shanti 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 Sarve bhavantu sukhina Sarve santu niramaya Sarve bandhani pashyantu Ma kaschit dukkha bhag bhavet Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Guru Bhyo Namaha Hari Om. Feel a peace. Hopefully you can feel that peace. A tranquility that permeates your system. Om Shanti Shanti. rub your hands together, put it over your face, ask Bhagavad to bless each and every one of you.
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. 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 Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Jai Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Oh, Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Jai Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Oh, Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Oh, Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram
temple of Ayodhya will be opening up in a week's time. There are lots of controversy in Ayodhya at the moment about the temple. Okay, anyway. So I would like to introduce two of our volunteers who are putting people to sit and make sure they don't talk too much. Abhay, Uto, or Dusa, Uda. Another one was somewhere there. He's gone for tea break. Okay. So this is one gentleman. You got to sign. If you tell it to sit down, you sit down. Don't come to me and ask me why telling. He's authorized to do that. So we're going to have, is Kunal at the back? Okay, so he's getting these volunteers for us. There was another gentleman in the back there, but as I said, I don't know where he is. So please respect them when they come and talk to you. Just would like you to introduce it to them, because we like to keep order in our temple. We don't like people to talk. In the temple, if you like to talk, we have no problem. You can go outside, especially in the cold weather. You won't talk too long. So, but if you're here in this nice ambient atmosphere, you can talk for a long time. So after a big struggle, Ram Mandir is being inaugurated, and it's a struggle that went on for 500 years, where the Mughal king, wherever there was a Hindu temple, I would like you all to understand, wherever there was a Hindu temple, they knew the energy from that temple, and there's where they built a mosque. They built it at Ayodhya, they built it in Banaras, Kashi Vishwanath temple, they built it in Mathura, where Bhagwan Krishna was born. So it's a very great time that we should celebrate the resurgence of Ram Mandir in Ayodhya. They have their own political problem there, but whether the temple should be open or not open, that's their business. But at least Ram Mandir will be inaugurated. And with that, we are going to have a special bhajan satsang on Sunday, next Sunday at 6 o'clock. For about an hour, hour and a half, we'll do some satsang just in the honor of that opening, which is something that we should all cherish, because so many people died. Do you know how many people died for that struggle? So many people died in that struggle to get that temple reclaimed, so to speak. But Bhagwan makes himself small for each and every one of us. They are putting their Ram Lala temple, small pratima, small murti of Sri Ram as a baby, because it is a beautiful doha. It is said, Yadyapi sabasaravagyahai vyapaka gagana saman paranija bhakto ke liye chota hai Bhagavan. For the sake of his devotees, the Lord makes him Darashana do Ghanashyamanath more Akhiya pyasi re Darashana do Ghanashyamanath more Akhiya pyasi Mana mandir mein jyot jaga de Mana mandir mein jyot jaga de Ghat ghat baase
darshan do Ghanashyamanath more akhiya pyasi re.
My eyes are thirsty to see the Lord. Dwar daya ka जब तू खोले पंचम सुर में गूंगा बोले द्वार दया का जब तू खोले पंचम सुर में गूंगा बोले अंधा देखे लंगड़ा चल कर अंधा देखे लंगड़ा चल कर पहुँच काशी
दर्शन दो घनश्याम नाथ मोरी अखियाँ प्यासी रे दर्शन दो घनश्याम
मंदिर मंदिर मूरत तेरी कब न देखी I see all the murtis, but I can't see your face. Mandira, mandira,
मूरत देखी फिर भी न देखे सूरत तेरी
युग बीते नहीं आई मिलन के
युग बीते ना आए मिलन के पूर्णवासी रे दर्शन दो घनश्याम नाथ मोरी अखियाँ प्यासी रे दर्शन दो घनश्याम
पानी पी कर प्यास बुझाओ I drink water and my thirst go away. पानी पी कर
प्यास बुझाओ
नैन को कैसे समझाओ Thirst goes away, but how can I satisfy my eyes? पानी पी कर
प्यास बुझाओ नैनन को कैसे समझाओ
आँख में चोरी छोड़ो अब तो
आँख में चोली छोड़ो अब तो मन के वासी रे दर्शन दो घनश्याम नाथ मोरी अखियाँ प्यासी रे दर्शन दो घनश्याम
बल निर बल के धन निर धन के बल निर बल के धन निर बल के तुम रखवाले भक्त जनन के तुम्हारी दया से सब सुख पाओ तुम्हारी दया से सब सुख पाओ
मीठे दासी रे दर्शन को
Sita Ram Ram Ram.
Hare Rama Rama Ram 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 Sita Ram Ram Ram.
Hare Rama Rama Ram
Sita
Ram Ram Ram.
Hare Rama Rama Ram Sita Ram Ram Ram.
Today I will speak about iron deficiency anemia. Anemia, you all know what anemia is, right? When your blood count is low, it's called anemia. And hemoglobin, which is what measures you measure your hemoglobin, and they say your hemoglobin is 120, 130, as the case may be. Iron is Sriram, Sriram, quiet. So the iron goes into the hemoglobin and makes the hemoglobin stronger. In our type of people, especially for those who are vegetarians, so many, especially ladies, that have done their iron, is something called ferritin, F-E-R-R-I-T-N, ferritin. That is the measure of your iron in your blood. Your hemoglobin may be good, but your ferritin will still be low and will cause you to be fatigued and tired, etc. People who eat meat, meaty type of people, they hardly get iron deficiency anemia, except if they lose blood. So it is leafy green vegetables give you lots of iron, especially spinach. You remember Popeye? You know Popeye and his muscle with his spinach? It's very true. Spinach gives you a lot of iron. And the iron is required for the synthesis of hemoglobin. Myoglobin is in your muscle. Myo is muscle. Myoglobin, the globin in the muscle is called myoglobin, and is responsible for, as you see, cell regulation. Iron deficiency is the most common nutritional deficiency in the world. So do not pass it over. Don't gloss it over. Next. Next. When you're deficient in iron, especially children, especially in Africa and so forth, when they are deficient in iron, they will eat materials, inedible objects like plastics and dirt and clay and chalks called pica, and also they crave for an eating of ice. Next. When you have iron deficient, you get something called koilonychia. Nychia is the nail, and it means it becomes brittle. The nails, you see people who have iron deficient, there's one of my patients here who had to have iron transfusions, he's right here. Anyhow, the nail becomes brittle. It breaks quite easily. And there are two types of problem you get with the nail. The nail, you see that spoon-like shape of the finger coming down? See, it forms like a spoon. You see that? Yeah. That is one form. When your fingernail has that form, you must know that you're deficient in that. Look, don't look at your fingernail now and say you're all deficient. All right? Let a doctor see that. And the next one is when the nail plate onchorexis and onchocesia, one is able longitudinal ridging. You see, everybody will see ridging in the fingernail if you look at it. If you look at your fingernail now, you will see ridging in it. Some line will be there. But if there are lots of line in there, it means you're deficient. It's easily breakable, especially for ladies who like to protect their long nails, easily breakable. Nail splitting, peeling, these are signs of deficiency. Next. Mouth and signs, symptoms. You get angular cheilitis, inflammation or cracking around the corners of the mouth, canker, and the tongue becomes red, extremely red, and dry mouth. Next. Restless leg syndrome. Lots of people have this. I do not think iron deficiency anemia is the only cause of this. Lots of people have restless leg syndrome and still the iron is enough. So if you see people with restless, or you have restless leg syndrome, RLS, you should try and see whether your iron in your body is enough. It's worse in the evening or at night, and worsens when beginning to rest. Appetite becomes reduced, and there's a very simple reason why. Your spleen, you see that blue thing there? Can you see that blue near to your stomach? That blue thing, that's called spleen. That's called spleen. And when you're iron deficient, your bone can't make the blood, so the spleen becomes bigger. It's called extramedullary hematopenia. There's a big word, forget about it. The spleen becomes an organ that works at overwork to produce iron and blood. And not produce iron, but produce blood. And because the spleen gets big, it compresses the stomach and appetite becomes reduced. I have never seen that. That word Buddha said that. Next. This is very important. Ladies, look at this. Hair and skin findings. No lady likes to go bald. So if you don't want to go bald, check your iron. Your iron is very important. Thinning hair and hair loss. So many, quite a few people come to me and they buy something. So why you buy this for? He said, for my hair. I said, check your iron first. And it gives you dry skin. Iron deficiency gives you dry skin. Next. Neurological and psychological symptoms. It has an effect on a part of the brain, which we're not here to talk about, and it causes symptoms like numbness, anxiety, depression, and irritability, which we all are. So I wonder if all of us are deficient in iron. Poor academic performance, iron deficiency anemia. That's it? That's it. So iron deficiency anemia is something that we should really be careful. Young ladies who are having their periods, and their periods are heavy, they are prone to iron deficiency. So please check with your doctors to make sure that you do not have any iron deficiency, because this is something that you can't deal with. So you think we can try with Hanuman Chalisa? Okay.
राम जी से राम राम कहियो कहियो जी हनुमान जी
राम जी से राम राम कहियो कहियो जी हनुमान जी
हो राम जी से राम राम कहियो कहियो जी हनुमान जी
राम जी से राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान जी सीता राम 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 सीता
राम 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 सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 ओ सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 सीता राम राम राम
श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रजा
मुकुर सुधार
बरनौ रघुवर विमल जसु
जोदायक फल चार
बुद्धिहीन जन जानिके
सुमिरो पवन
बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहे
हरहु कलेश विकार हो राम जी से राम राम कहियो कहियो जी हनुमान जी हो राम जी से राम राम कहियो कहियो जी हनुमान जी
जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर
जे कपीस तिहु लोक उजागर
राम दूत अतुलित बल धामा
अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा
महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी
कुमति निवार सुमति के संगे
कंचन बरण विराज सुवेशा
कानन कुंडल कुंचित केशा
हाथ वज्र ध्वजा विराजे
कांधे मूज जनेऊ साजे
शंकर सुवर्ण केसरी नंदन
तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन
विद्यावान गुणे अति चातुर
राम काज करिबे को आतुर
प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया
राम लखन सीता मन बसिया
सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा
विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा
भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे
रामचंद्र जी के काज सवारे
लाए सजीवन लखन जियाए
श्री रघुवीर हर्षि उर लाए
रघुपति के बहुत बड़ाए
तुम मम प्रिय भरत सम भाई
सहस बदन तुमरो यश गावे
अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे
सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीषा
नारद सारद सहित अहिसा
यम कुबेर दिखपाल जहाते
कभी कोविद कहि सके कहाते
तुम उपकार सुग्रीवहि कीना
राम मिलाए राजपद दीना
तुमरो मंत्र विभीषण माना
लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना
युग सहस्र योजन पर भानु
लील्यो ताहि मधुर फल जानु
प्रभु मोदिका मेरे मुख माहे
जलति लांग गए अचरज नाई
दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते
सुगम अनुग्रह तुमरे तेते
राम द्वारे तुम रखवारे
होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे
सब सकल है तुम्हारे शरणा
तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना
आपन तेज समारो आप
तीनों लोक हांकते कापे
भूत पिशाच जगत नहीं आवे
महावीर जब नाम सुनावे
नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा
शब्द निरंतर हनुमत वीरा
संकट से हनुमान छुड़ावे
मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे
सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा
दिन के काज सकल तुम साजा
और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे
सोई अमृत जीवन फल पावे
चारों युग प्रताप तुम्हारा
हे परिसिद्ध जगत उजियारा
सारे संत के तुम रखवारे
असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे
अष्ट सिद्धि रावण दिखे दाता
अस बर दीन जानकी माता
राम रसायन तुमरे पासा
सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा
तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे
जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे
अंत काल रघुवर पुर जाए
जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई
और देवता चित्तर धरे
हनुमत से ही सर्व सुख करे
संकट कटै मिटै सब पीरा
जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलवीर
हे जय 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 हनुमान गोसाए
कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई
जो शत बार पाठ कर कोई
छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई
जो यज्ञ पर हनुमान चालीसा
होय सिद्धि साखी गौरी सा
तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा
कीजे नाथ हृदय मह डेरा
पवन तनय संकट हरन मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित जय बसव सुरभु।
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, 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 श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम।
और सुधर्मान की जय. So if Tej, if you are listening, you can see how we miss you this morning. Gita Dhyanam, and then one sloka from Bhagavad Gita, and then we are going to conclude. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavatam
Narayana Swayam
Vyasena Gratitan Purana Muninam
Madhye Mahabharatam
Advaita Varshini Bhagavatim
Ashtadashadhyayini
Amba Tvamanusandadami Bhagavad
Gite Bhavadveshini
Namostute Vyasa Vishala Buddhim
Pullarvindayaka Patra Netra
Dinatvaya Bharata Taila Purna
Drajvalito Jnanamaya Pradeepa
Prapanna Parijataya
Trotra Vaitreka Panaye
Jnana Mudraya Krishnaya
Gita Amrita Duhe Namaha
Sarvopanishado Gavo
Dukta Gopala Nandana
Partho Vatsa Sudhir Bhukta
Duktam Gita Amrutam Mahata
Vasudeva Sutam Devam
Kamsa Chanura Mardhanam
Devaki Paramanandam
Krishnam Vande Jagat Guru
Bhishma Drona Tata Jayadata Jala
Gandhara Nilotpala
Salyagragavati Kripena Vagani
Karnena Velakula
Ashwathama Vikarna Ghora Makara
Duryodhana Vartini
Sotirna Kalupanda Vairanadir
Kaivartaka Keshava
Parasharya Vachasaroja Mamalam
Gitath Gandhotkatam
Nana Kyanaka Kesaram Harikatha
Sambodhana Bodhitam
Loke Sajjana Shatpadaira Haraha
Pipiyamanam Muda
Uyad Bharata Pankajam Kalimala
Dhratvam Sinam Shreyase
Mukam Karoti Vachalam
Pangum Lankayate Girim
Yat Kripatamaham Bande
Paramananda Madhavam
Yom Yang Brahma Pararendra Rudra Marutaha
Stunvanti Divyasthavai
Vedai Sangha Parakrabo Parashidair
Gayantiyam Samaga
Yadagvastirataragate Manasa
Pashyantiyam Yogino
Yasyatagna Vidusura Suragara.
Devaya Tasmai Namah.
Chapter 2, verse 70. Apuyamano Achala Pratishtha Sabuddha Apa Pravishalti Yatvat Tadvanta Kamayam Pravishalti Sarve Sashantyanote Nakamakame
Shri Krishna Govind Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govind Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva
Apuyamadam Achala Pratishtha Samudra Apa Pravashanti Yadvat Tadvat kamayam pravishanti sarve sashanti mapnoti na kama kame.
Shri Krishna Govind Hare Murare He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govind Hare Murare He Nath Narayan Vasudeva.
Apuryamanam machalam pratishtham. Apuryamanam, always being filled. All desires come to us from all sides. And a person who is not disturbed by the flow of all these desires, the desires to get this, the desires to get that, the desires to what not to do with someone, whatever it is. Once you are not disturbed by these desires, Bhagavan Krishna is telling Arjuna, in this part of Bhagavad Gita, one of the most important part of Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, the last 18 verses. What is it known as? Sthita Prajna. Sthita Prajna. How a man should live. How a man should walk. How the man of realization. How does he walk? How does he sit? How does he talk? How does he eat? All this. The last 18 verses. Most important verses. Chapter 2 of Bhagavad Gita. And he says the person bombarded by desires from all sides, yet his mind remained calm. Such a person is a person of peace. But on the other hand, if you are bombarded by these desires and you subject yourself to these desires, then you will never get peace. Because so many desires come into our heart. We must know we must use what is called a filtering process. You know, some people say his mouth has no filter. Have you heard those? Yes. Yeah. Filter, F-I-L-T-R. Filter your desires. That is why you filter water to make it pure. Is that true? You filter your desires to make them pure. And when your mouth has no filter, then you know what comes out of it. So this is how we must live in this world. We must live in this world with this peace. And when we live in this world with this peace and this filtering of these desires, only good things will come to us. So today's program was Makar Sankranti. I want to reiterate to you, it's a special day for the worship of the sun. When Lord Rama was in battle, Agastya Muni went to him and told him, and the battle was raging with Ravan. He was fighting Ravan at the time. He says, you have to go and do the Aditya Hridaya Stotra. That's what we did this morning with the Havan. Aditya Hridaya Stotra, which talks about the glory of the sun, and what the sun can do for us, and what we can extract from the sun. Do you know, if the sun does not shine for 24 hours, shine does not mean you don't see it. Shine means the sun disappears. It decides to take a holiday for 24 hours. There will be no living species on the earth, man included, if the sun takes a holiday for one day. So the greatest karma yogi in this world today is the sun. As I said, he shines on saints and sinners alike. And because of this day is not only today we must worship the sun, but today is a day it reminds us about the divinity of that sun, the power of that sun and what we can get from that sun. You know, we only use 1% of the sun's power. We just, for the energy that we harness here today on Earth, 1%. 1% of this sun's power, energy we use. So powerful is the sun. And when you look at the sun, you ask not only to see the physical sun, but see the spiritual sun, which is the bright light in you that shines forth as Brahman, the Lord that has no form, the Lord that has no name, the Lord that has no gender. That Brahman is represented by the sun. When you worship the sun, you don't have to clean any altar before or after. Is that true? It's there. But you don't worship it like that. You have to have that tendency to worship before you can worship it like that. So that tendency comes from you go to a temple or your altar or wherever, and there you worship the Lord, then you get that tendency to worship Him. So we must remember that Mere naina savan bhado phir bhi mera man pyasa phir bhi mera man pyasa. So we must remember this. Although we have so much, our mind is still is not filled unless we have that thirst for the Lord. But the Pura ek kahani hai, ab socho tumhe yaad nahi hai, ab socho nahi bhule, wo sawan ke chule, rut aaye rut jaye dekh, jhoota ek dilasa. Today's Priti Bhoj is sponsored by Uday and Prabhat Nirogi. They're supposed to come here at 9 o'clock for puja, but I just see them waddling into the temple at about 11 o'clock. But anyway, they are the ones sponsoring the Priti Bhoj for us today. So when you go downstairs, it's them. Balaji Abhishek is on Sunday. It's Ekadashi, and it'll be at 8. How will you get these hours? Who gave you that? Huh? Who? Which Pandit? Anyhow, whenever I see something, Ekadashi is at 8 o'clock. 8 a.m. on Sunday. And that same Sunday, the afternoon at 6 o'clock, we are going to do the Ram Nam Sankirtan. We talked about that. Next, please. Next, please. Purnima Satyanarayana Katha on Thursday, 25th of January. We'll do that. We'll do this after. We have a Lord Shiva outside. We're doing a satsang to response for it on the 2nd of March from 5 to 7 p.m. Next. Food drive, next. Vedic camp, next. 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 Good. Darshan, you have something to say? Well, you want to come up? Darshan and his group did a fundraiser for the dialysis clinic a few weeks ago. They're here to talk about it. Darshan.
Namaskar. We do have members of Shiva Mandir and Toronto Ar Samaj to present the check to you today. So if we could do that right now and present it to you. So please come up. Member Pandit Lekram, lead it. Bhai Sat.
They raised over $21,000, am I right? Huh? 21.5. This will do us very much because at the moment we are quite short of cash because we have 4 dialysis units in Guyana now. Diamond, of course, for those who are from Guyana, Diamond, New Amsterdam, Annandale, and Parika. And this will come to help people. Some people were giving dialysis for the $6,000 that the government has given them because they can't afford any more money. But each dialysis costs us $15,000 Guyana dollars it costs, or $75 US. So I would like to thank Darshan and of course the president of the Ar Samaj. He went and sat down quite easily. Where is he? Is he sitting? Sorry. Anand Rupride. Anand Rupride. So we'd like to thank him because he's the president of the Guyanese. The Guyanese part of the Ar Samaj temple or both? No, he's not both. Would you like to say a few words? Let's give him a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, because he has helped us tremendously. Not only now, so many times he has sent money for the dialysis clinic through the Toronto Ar Samaj. We are very, very grateful. Thank you very much. Sam Dindial, who was a devotee of our temple a long, long time ago, has passed away. We ask God to bless him. I would like Chaitram to come. Chaitram? Come. Chaitram is a very hard worker of our temple. He's not on the executive, but no executive worker as hard as Chaitram. वे सब कहाँ है भाई? कब कोई slow mail or what? Ask God to bless you. Oh, thanks. Very hard worker.
दिन ये आए बार बार दिल ये गाए तुम जियो हजारों साल, ये मेरी है आरज़ू। हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू, हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू, हैप्पी बर्थडे डियर चित्रा, हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू।
Okay. जी? Huh? Oh. But I didn't hear the keyboard. I didn't hear any keyboard. Oh. But you didn't put it to the mic? Oh. So I'd like to thank Sanjay for being here with us. And what about our Dholak? Okay. Sitaram, Sitaram.
सीताराम कहिए,
जाहि विधि राखे राम, ताहि विधि रहिए।
तुम्हें हो राम नाम, राम से वहाँ तुम्हें।
तू अकेला नहीं प्यारे, राम तेरे साथ है।
विधि का विधान क्या, आने लाभ सही।
जाहि विधि राखे राम, ताहि विधि रहिए। किया अभिमान तो फिर मान नहीं पाएगा।
होगा प्यारे भाई,
Those who are Prashad, those who are Prashad,
आएगा।
फल आशा त्याग शुभ काम करते रहिए।
चाहे विधि राखे राम, चाहे विधि रहिए। जिंदगी की दौड़ सो, हाथ दिया नाथ के।
महलों में राखे चाहे, झोपड़ी में वास दे।
धन्यवाद देवी राम राम करिए।
जाहि विधि राखे राम, ताहि विधि रहिए। आशा एक राम जैसे, तुझे आशा छोड़ दे।
नाता एक राम जी से, तुझे नाता तोड़ दे।
साधु संग राम रंग, अंग अंग रंगिए।
काम रस त्याग प्यारे, राम रस पहिए।
Radhe Govind, Bhajo Mada Shri Radhe.
राधे श्री राधे गोविंद, भज मन श्री राधे।
Bolo Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Radhe.
राधे श्री राधे, जय जय राधे।
Radhe Shri Radhe Govind, Bhajo Mada Shri Radhe.
राधे श्री राधे गोविंद, भज मन श्री राधे।
Hare Vrindavan में,
राधे राधे,
वृंदावन में,
राधे राधे,
नंदगांव में,
राधे राधे,
नंदगांव में,
राधे राधे,
बरसाने में,
राधे राधे,
बरसाने में,
राधे राधे,
विष्णु मंदिर में,
राधे राधे,
विष्णु मंदिर में,
राधे राधे,
विष्णु मंदिर में,
राधे राधे,
राधे राधे।
राधे राधे, 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 राधे
जय
राधे।
जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे। वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की, सद्गुरु देव की। ओम नमः पार्वती पतये, हर हर महादेव।
सर्जन विसर्जन तुम्ही विश्वकर्ता, तुम्ही विश्व ज्योति में हो प्राण भरता, तुम्ही काल के काल हो शक्तिधारी,
स्वीकारो स्वयं वंदना अब हमारी।
दया धर्म की मन में ज्योति जगाओ,
जीवन बंध मेरा प्रभु जगमगाओ।
हरो पाप मेरे भरो भाव भक्ति,
मुझे नाथ दो
अपनी तुम दिव्य शक्ति,
मुझे मोह माया के सागर से तारो,
मेरे काम और क्रोध को नाथ मारो।
अहंकार मेरा हरो शक्ति दाता,
अहंकार मेरा हरो शक्ति दाता।
मेरा कोटि कोटि हे वंदन विधाता,
मेरा कोटि कोटि हे वंदन विधाता।
ओम नमः पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव। आरती।
ओम जय जगदीश हरे, स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे,
भक्त जनों के संकट दास जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे।
ओम जय जगदीश
हरे
जो
जावे
फल पावे दुख विनसे,
मन का
स्वामी दुख विनसे मन का, सुख संपत्ति घर आवे, कष्ट मिटे तन का।
ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
मात पिता तुम मेरे, शरण ग्रहु में किसकी,
स्वामी शरण पढ़ू मैं किसकी।
तुम बिना और न दूजा,
प्रभु बिन और न दूजा।
आश करूं मैं जिसकी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे,
तुम पूर्ण परमात्मा, तुम अंतर्यामी।
स्वामी तुम अंतर्यामी,
पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर
माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ द्यौः शान्तिरन्तरिक्षगुं शान्ति पृथिवी शान्तिरापः शान्तिरोषधयः शान्तिः वनस्पतयः शान्तिर्विश्वे देवाः शान्ति ब्रह्म शान्ति सर्वगुं शान्ति शान्तिरेव शान्ति सामा शान्तिरेधि। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। बोलिए श्री सत्यनारायण भगवान की जय। श्री सूर्य नारायण भगवान की जय। श्री बद्री नारायण भगवान की जय। धर्म की जय हो अधर्म का नाश हो प्राणियों में सद्भावना हो विश्व का कल्याण हो। हर हर महादेव शंभो।